Morning. It's currently 11 a.m. and it is pretty weird that I just woke up. Typically, I don't wake up at that time. I'm an early bird typically. I wake up like around 6, but for some reason I was really tired yesterday. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't really do much yesterday, but it just feels weird that I just woke up 11 today. So far, I only have my coffee with me. Either way, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Angelo, and I am a film student, and I do make short films. And yeah, this is gonna be like the first vlog that I'm gonna upload on this channel. I'm trying to vlog what I'm trying to do in life. I hope I can post weekly with this one because I really have no idea what to post on this channel. Before I started the channel out, I was thinking of making it like a documentary style-ish kind of YouTube videos about my life, not just a film student, but also as a person, trying to improve my day-to-day stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you guys like this kind of style, let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate it. But anyway, this video I'm gonna talk about behind the scenes content, what's like working in a film set. As I mentioned before, I'm a film student. I mean, I've worked with people around on film sets. My roles are typically a director, a cinematographer, or an assistant, or a video editor, depends. But so far I've been a director. I've made 3 short films so far. 2 has been posted on the channel. 1 is coming up this November 15 or 16, I would say, and that film got accepted to a film festival, and it's my first time too, so like, I'm really happy for that one. But yeah, back to the question at hand. What is it like working in a film set? So far, what I've worked on are student short films. I've never worked on like a big production-ish film type of, like a feature film-ish. In a short film, typically what you have are the director, cinematographer, the sound guy, I forgot what it's called, the boom mic guy, and the actors typically, and then some extras with like the producers, like an assistants. The director does like the vision of the film, of like, trying to convey whatever it's trying to convey through the screen. And then we have the cinematographer, who is like in charge of like how the image would look. So like in terms of like the lighting, the props ish, how to make the image look nice. And then we have the sound guy, who's like in charge of carrying like a boom mic ish, like he's holding like this behind the camera. I feel really bad for like the sound guys because it does tax on their shoulders or on their arms. Holding like this for long periods of time is pretty devastating to them, because it's obviously gonna hurt the shoulders. And what's more is that if the sound or the mic appears in the frame, so like this is a frame right itself, like what you see on the camera, if the boom mic comes into the frame, like pretend this is the boom mic, it appears on the frame, cut. Yeah, it's pretty tough out there. I've had an experience with working as a boom guy, but I've only did it once, and then after that I was like, I don't know, I may have to think about it again in the future. So a couple of weeks ago, I've worked on with a friend of mine. She's the director of a film that she's been working on, and she hooked me up not as essentially as a film crew, but as some sort of like a backup, like an assistant. But typically what I do during those times was to shoot behind the scenes. That's literally my main task, is to bring my camera, take pictures of people working behind the scenes, and also taking videos. I feel like the video one is something that I requested because I was thinking of putting it on this video, and thank God she said yes. So that's why we got clips. That's why I got content for this channel to talk about. But It's pretty nice experience.
Following you.
Got stuck. Oh, I saw something move. Alright, this is it. We're gonna live with it.
Oh, John will be like the
We got like the typical film crew, the director, the assistants, the boom guy, and then the camera guy, and then the actors, right? They're trying to work flawlessly on time. Typically, the only thing that's against us is the time of making the film, because the film was entirely shot within a single day. Anyway, I've been working with this crew. Working on a set is pretty fun, in my opinion. I mean, I've never had any bad experience working with people before. On a typical film set, I usually have to have at least a friend with me, like, so that I get to talking, because I don't usually talk. The director is my friend, and then typically we talk, and then she introduced me to her crew, and then I get to introduce with them, and then talk, blah blah blah, and then boom, made some connections. Working on a film set is pretty fun. I think I was just there typically just to see how others make their own film, because I'm really interested on like their creative process, so to say. There might be instances that a random crew member who has like great visions just stumble upon a weird statue. I think this guy's name is Brandon. Me and Rob were like making fun of him because he was staring randomly, like not just on the statue but on the floor or on the sky or whatever. He's just phased out. Typically it happens to me too. A couple of my friends were making fun of me. I was like in a car, and then I was like holding the wheel like this, and I was like locked in, like I was just kind of like that expression for like a minute or so, and then my friends were like taking videos of me and were making fun of me. And I told them the process that it's just the way film people think most of the time. I mean, if they had something, if they stumbled like a really good idea in their heads, or like a good vision, right in front of their eyes, they typically imagine already what the possibilities are on making a film within that area. It's a pretty interesting scenario. Enough about that, but back to the film. Let's talk about the gear that they use. I was pretty jealous because my guy has a good rig. I think he had a Sony A6700, I believe, and then he has like this rig where he just connected. It's kind of like making a robot, with a V-mount battery at the back, and then the fan so that it doesn't overheat, and then like a thing where you hold. I even posted it on Instagram about that one. It's like comparing my camera that I use right here to his camera, and I was like, I was intimidated, kind of. I always wanted to have like a big rig, but at the same time I don't want to, because it's such an annoying thing to have. I mean, for film, sure, because it's what is necessary, right? But for like an everyday use, I don't think that's gonna be a good thing. But yeah, anyway, that camera gear was pretty good. They also have a gaffer. That's the one who's in charge with the lights. The lights are pretty essential in the film, especially because without lights you can't see what's on the frame. No matter how good your camera is, no matter how good your color grading is, lighting is the number one most essential thing in making videos. That's pretty much the experience that I had working behind the scenes. I hope you gained something from watching this video. I know it's kind of weird, like how I structured this video. It's my first time making like a vlog-ish content. I will be doing more of this in the future. I'm just waiting to get a wider lens because the one that I'm using right now is a 24 millimeter. I made a mistake. I was thinking of getting a 16 instead of a 24. I mean, 24 is pretty wide enough, but I have like a filter, an ND filter that fits on for the 16 millimeter, and that would really help me when I'm vlogging outside, you know, just to talk about things. I have a Discord server, so if you want to connect with me, I have a Discord server. I'll link it down, and Instagram too. I'm trying to promote these two things. I know it's a shameless plug, but if you want to connect with me, I think the best way is through Instagram or Discord. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As I said, do hope you enjoyed the video. I do hope you gained something from this, and I'll be making more vlog contents in the future. Till next time.
No, because like everything here is occupied, so
Oh,
yeah, I know.
also nice bag. I like your style.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you.
bag, man.
Yeah. Are you being real or just being sarcastic?
No, that's actually real. That's actually real.
Okay.
Let's grab this bag. So fixated on this, like,
I'm thinking of using it for my shoot, so I'm trying to think about
A
angles.
master at work.
Master.
An artist at work.
I'm not just hyper fixated.